So this is the spawn tower, and for today's video I'm going to do a quick walk through to show the scale of the world by walking to a distant point. Like we can see in the rising sun, we can see a town off in the distance there in the lights of the town. So that is, if we look at the map, that's this town up here. That's how far away that town is. So the sun is just coming up. So let's see how long it takes us to walk to that town. We'll just pop out of this spawn tower here. So as the sun's coming up, we'll crest this hill here. Look at that view. Okay, so there's that town off in the distance. So we'll get to running. Keep an eye on where we're going. So eventually there'll be, different points of interest and things along the way. You can already kind of see there's probably a farm or something over here, and you get to know what to look for after a while, but that's the town we're heading to. So we're going to head down this valley, up over that ridge a little bit, and we should be coming to the town. There's kind of a cool effect that happens if you do this towards the point where it's just becoming nighttime as you reach the town, because you come over that hill and you can see the lights in the distance. And this time we're starting in the morning, and we're going to see how much of the day it takes to walk that distance on the map. Basically almost 2 squares. And we'll get a little tour of the terrain and flora along the way. Up in the upper left corner of this video is a link for where you can download the latest release. This series of videos is part of a ramp up to a Halloween party that's coming up on this Friday. The Friday before Halloween, where a bunch of us are going to log in and having made custom costumes in the game, because that's another thing. There'll be another video on that. That's probably might be my next video, is where I show basics about costume creation. Basically, you can make your own clothing. If we look at Fade's clothing right now, she's got some vest thing on. So that's the other thing, is tab opens this and you can select map, you can select character. So that's what she's wearing right now. Anyway, we're heading here and I'm wasting time. So you can see the recent flora and stuff that was added. Flowers we just passed by. Hear the birds chirping, happy that the sun is rising. And as we get open into the open field, the birds should subside a bit. Yeah, because it's contextual. All the sound effects are contextual based on where you are. So if you're near trees, you'll hear birds and stuff. If you're out in the middle of the plains, you hear more wind. And eventually the grass will be blown around and stuff. That's not happening yet. Some wildflowers. Yeah, so as we get to these trees, we'll get some more birds coming back in. Sun is getting up in the sky a bit. Right now I still have the debug HUD turned on. That's the upper right corner, and in there's the GTOD, which is the game time of day, which currently says it's 9:41 in the morning. A Mythruna minute, Mythruna takes 1 second in real Earth time. So, so basically a minute in real Earth time is an hour in Mythruna, in the game world. So going through these trees here. Nice little forest glade. heading up the little ridge here in a second. But one of the aspects of this new engine that I really wanted to have was sort of a larger scale world where the local scenery was still interesting. I think we're just about there. You know, obviously as we come over hills and things, there may be caves. I think this route misses the caves and other points of interest, like you might find little random temples and, you know, potentially tree stumps and other things. That's kind of cool, the grass peeking over the edges of these. Twink, 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 twink. Alright. We ought to be able to see the town soon, I think. Oh, here's, I think, a cave system. Yeah, check that out. It'd be fun to explore, but not today. Oh, there's the town. Almost fell into this chasm. Ooh, almost fell into another chasm. So there's the town. And I guess it took us, like, we started at 6 a.m. on game time, so it's taken us about half a daylight day for the travel. Come up on this little village. Actually, it's a town, and actually it's next to another cave system. So we've got like a cemetery over there on the right. Here's a well. Some gallows for hanging people, I guess. Little cornfield. Yeah, town's right next to it. Oh, nice. I guess that's their water supply. Usually with whatever town of a reasonable size, it should have an airport. And usually I like to find the airport to stop my journey. Because eventually there'll be airships and stuff to take me from place to place. There it is. Oh, and I've been here before. I left some pumpkins. So, some jack-o'-lanterns. And there's the airport. And so we'll hop up there, look back at where we came from. And so way up there on the cliff, just above this bubble, that's where we started. That's the spawn tower. I'm going to hit tab to open the map. And we'll see I'm pointing back down towards that. The Undale is that's the name for the spawn tower. And so we're standing right on the edge of this town, looking back there, and that is the scale of the world. Now if we zoom out on this map, we can see there are towns farther away than that, coastal towns, and so on. This will show about 16 square kilometers, and most of the interesting bits of the game will take place at sort of this level. Thanks for joining me this long. It took us about, 6 game hours to walk to the town from here to here. And that's about right, because 3 of these should be about a day's travel from sunup to sundown. Thanks for joining, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks a lot.